look into each other's eyes. Tired snowflakes are coming down, collapse into water when they hit the ground. I hear the sound.
Good morning! It's finally time to pack my hospital bag. I probably should have done this a while ago. And last time I did it like too early, but you know, that has actually made me the perfect person to ask what to put in your hospital bag. Last time I packed it way too early, and there was so much stuff that I didn't want to put in there because I was like, I'm gonna buy doubles, I'll just grab it on the way out the door, it's no big deal. So I packed my bag at like 32 weeks, which I'm 36 weeks now, so quite a bit earlier than I'm doing it this time. And I just kind of put it away and I didn't think about it again. And then when I was in labor at 40 weeks, I was like, oh, I packed my hospital bag forever ago. Grab it and let's leave. There was nothing in it. We got to the hospital and Tanner was like, Rebecca, what have you done? I did not pack anything in that bag. But that's kind of made me the expert this time around, because now I can honestly tell you without a shadow of a doubt exactly what you cannot live without in the hospital, what I had to send Tanner back for after the baby was born, and what things are just like nice to have, and then what things you're definitely not going to need. Because number one, second baby, like I've done this once before, so I have a better idea, but also the hospital had so much for us. Like there was very little that I actually had to bring. Most of it is just comfort stuff, things that you would want. So I'm gonna break it down and we're gonna start with the stuff that I'm bringing for the baby. This is the stuff that's like fun to pack, right? Like picking out her little outfits. Most of them are just nostalgic things, like this little teddy bear suit. Oh my God, this is what we brought Annie home from the hospital in. And she was like drowning in it. It's a newborn, but it was way too big for her, even though she was a big baby. I think it's just made to like fit over an outfit, so it's just naturally bigger, but she was so stinking cute coming home in this thing. And so I immediately, when we got home, I washed it and put it in a memory box, and I was like, I know for a second baby, like this is what we're bringing her home from the hospital. And before we even knew it was a her. I also got a couple of newborn outfits online, which in the very beginning, you know, it's hard to say whether or not you're actually going to like get them dressed in real clothes. In order to go home, they will need something with like actual pants or leggings on so that they can be strapped into their car seat properly. So that's kind of what I had in mind with this. It can go under the bear suit, or she can just wear this one, but like, oh, is that not the cutest? It's so tiny. This is from Amazon. It came with a matching little set of pants, which again look so freaking small. So tiny. I am due April 5th. Sorry, I am like so out of breath just from standing here. It's looking like she might come a little bit sooner than that. I don't know if this is like too much information or not, but whatever, I'm sharing it. Annie's only 2 years old. So when I got pregnant with our second baby, it really hadn't been that long. And my cycles were not super regular yet. Like I wasn't getting them with the same exact regularity that I was before I got pregnant with Annie. So I couldn't really like track it, which is why we got pregnant. But no, I say that. We did want to get pregnant with the second baby, but you know, happened a little faster than we thought it was going to, because turns out I was not super accurately tracking everything. But because of that, it's really hard to say exactly when I got pregnant and how far along I was. So according to my doctor, they may have been off by like up to 2 weeks. So she could come a little sooner than that. It's looking like that might happen because she is measuring ahead and has been pretty much for as long as they've been able to measure her. So she might come 2 weeks earlier than that. We don't know. I also packed a couple blankets. This, oh my God, this Muslin Swaddle, super, super comfy. So that'll be good to take some swaddling pictures in. And I also packed a couple of bows that match it. So when I take her first pictures, like I did all of Annie's newborn pictures in the hospital, I just brought my camera. I probably won't bring my camera this time. I'll probably just bring my phone because honestly, the quality in pictures nowadays is really not all that different. I also got this swaddle, which seems kind of small, but it's really stretchy and soft and just plain white. And it came with a matching bow. I got that at TJ Maxx and it just kind of looked cozy. I don't know if she'll use it, but we'll see. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 outfits for her. Honestly, that's going to be plenty because in the beginning, there's so much skin-to-skin contact that they're very rarely dressed. And if they're not dressed, then they're just swaddled in their hospital blanket. Especially when you consider the fact that they don't get a bath in the first 24 hours. I am totally on board with that. Don't get me wrong. I understand why they do it. It's very important not to give your baby a bath for the first 24 hours. But it's a little gross. And I don't know if you want to be wrapping her in all of these nice things when she hasn't gotten like the baby cheese off. Ugh. I also packed a couple of loveys. These were Annie's, things that like, she doesn't really have a lovey that's like, this is hers and no one else's. She never really took to them like that, but she definitely recognizes these as hers. So I figured if I take them with me and like give them to the baby and like get her smell on them, I can bring them home to Annie and Millie and have them like smell them. It's so weird that I'm like treating my firstborn child and my dog with the same level of like, here you go, like sniff it, smell the baby. But I don't know. I really don't know how it's going to work introducing like a second baby into the situation, especially with like how spoiled Annie is, to be perfectly honest. I also brought this head pillow that I got from Amazon that I had with Annie because Annie was yet another TMI thing. If you're watching this, it's probably because you are having a baby like pretty soon. So I imagine that you would want to know the TMI things. And Annie was stuck in the birth canal for a little while, like not a long time, 15 minutes, but that was enough to kind of change the shape of her head. This worked and it was recommended by her pediatrician. So I'm bringing it. A little rattle, like, is she gonna care about that? No, but whatever, I'm bringing it too, especially because she is going to be an Easter baby. She is due the day after Easter. So I thought like pictures with a little carrot toy in her white swaddle, like how Eastery and adorable is that? A couple of extra bow headbands. My babies are generally born, I say generally born like I've had a bazillion kids, but they're born with a lot of hair. Annie had a full head of black hair that was already like this long when she was born. It's crazy, like, and I have the heartburn to prove that that was real. So I could have put bows in her hair in the beginning, but I don't know, the headbands, I like them a little better. They're a little gentler. If I was a newborn baby, I wouldn't want somebody messing with my hair and trying to put it in a clip-in bow. So the bows on the headbands are a little more ideal. All right, let's get all the baby stuff packed in on one side. I have one suitcase here. I am just putting the baby stuff and my stuff in it. My number one tip to you would be have your husband pack his own bag because he's got to be responsible for his own stuff. If Tanner said one more thing about something of his that I forgot, I was going to punch him in the face. Woo! I feel like the best type of advice I can give to you if you're packing your hospital bag is not so much what you do need to bring, but what you don't. There are so many things that I see people on YouTube talking about bringing that are nice comforts. And don't get me wrong, you can bring them. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you're like me and you just don't want to be lugging around a bunch of bags, you don't want to worry about grabbing things on your way out the door, you just want to go, have a baby, and get home as fast as possible, then there are just some things that are just not as important. Like, I see a lot of people bringing their pregnancy pillows. I don't know, a nice comfort, but that's a big thing to be lugging into a hospital, to be perfectly honest, and they will give you more pillows if you want them. So I just wouldn't bring that. Also, a lot of people bring their breast pump. if you're a first-time mom and you want the lactation consultant to help you learn how to use your breast pump, you can definitely bring that, but also they'll have one there. So if breastfeeding is not working for you, or if you already know that you want to exclusively pump, they will give you a super high efficiency breast pump in the hospital that you can actually rent and take with you if you want. It's just, I don't know, it's a personal choice. Like, I wouldn't bring my breast pump in there because then I would feel like when I got home, I would have to like deep sanitize it again, like I already have to prepare for the baby because it's been in the hospital and like parts got contaminated. I would rather just have it here. And if I need to use one in the hospital, I would use the one that they provided. It's so funny. I always see people talking about like, oh, well, the hospital gives you so many diapers and wipes, you don't need any, but I'm packing a few anyway. And it's like, they will literally give you as many as you need. They are not going to let you go without diapers and wipes. So there is absolutely no need to bring those with you. Even when you leave, they'll let you take some home with you just for the ride home, because I don't know about you guys, but like, we live about 30 minutes from our nearest hospital, which is kind of a trek. And on the way home, like if she had a blowout poop, then obviously we wouldn't let her sit in her car seat the entire way home crying about it. We would just stop the car and pull over and change her. So it's definitely nice to have some in the car. Like, heaven forbid the hospital forget to give you some on your way out. Like, that would be pretty bad. You don't have to put those in your hospital bag though. Just take a couple of newborn diapers and a pack of wipes, put them in the door of your car, and you're good to go. You don't have to worry about packing one more thing in the hospital bag. One of the perks of me having super small boobs, even when I'm breastfeeding, like they really did not get very big, but like one bra, not even a nursing bra, just a stretchy sports bra, and that'll do it. Otherwise, I'm pretty much not gonna wear one because I almost never do. But as far as clothes go, if there's one thing that I could have changed about my hospital bag last time, I just wish that I bought a ton of clothes to wear beforehand, like nice new comfy treat yourself pajamas, because I felt so gross. Postpartum sweat, postpartum BO, like birth fluids, spit up, milk, just like, I took tons of showers while in the hospital, but I never felt clean and I never really felt comfortable, and I did not bring enough clothes. And I didn't want Tanner to leave us to go get more, so I just kind of like sat in it feeling really gross, which is kind of nasty. Like, I'm so glad that I took their advice, because I did come like in my own pajama nightgown and they were like, don't you want to change? Because like, you're gonna get some stuff on you. And I was like, I guess, sure, I'll change out of it and I'll put something else on. Thank God I did, because that hospital gown looked like it had been in some sort of a horrible accident by the time we were done. And I had a very quick, easy labor. Like, I can't imagine how sweaty and how gross it would have been if I had actually had like a difficult, long labor experience. But wear the hospital gown. You're going to feel gross. For going home, I just brought regular leggings. I kind of just know my body. Like, I can still wear regular leggings right now if I just fold them down. They can't go over my belly. And I don't have that many pairs of maternity leggings, so I don't want to pack those away because I'm still really going to need those up until we leave for the hospital. So I packed regular leggings that I know will just like compress everything and feel really good on the way home, with a loose fitting top that I can easily breastfeed in. Like, I'm not worried about looking cute on the way home. I just want to be comfortable and I want to feel supported. And then pajamas, I brought a little bit of variety. I wore like some shorts, some pants, some long sleeve, some short sleeve, because with it being April, I really don't know where the weather's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be hot or cold in the hospital, so I just want to have a little bit of a variety there. And then kind of a cute outfit if I don't think we're going to be able to have visitors just because of the environment that we're in right now, but I might want to look cute. I might want to take some pictures with the baby, so I brought a cute little Shein outfit, like a knit outfit that is nursing friendly, and it's maternity bottoms, so there will still be pretty much a lot of room for all of my swelling. Like, I wasn't a basketball baby anymore after I gave birth. So after I had Annie, I want to say like I looked like I was 5 or 6 months pregnant still for a few weeks. So still pack maternity stuff, unless like me, you just want the compression leggings to like keep everything nice and tight, because that did feel so good. Having even a belly support band, like I might order one of those too. Whew. I needed to sit down and drink some of my red raspberry leaf tea. If you're not familiar, this is supposed to help with, what is it called? Cervical ripening? I don't even know what that means. I did ask you guys on Instagram because I wanted to know, like, is there anything that you guys didn't have when you were in the hospital that like would have been just an absolute game changer? And there were 2 things that everybody agreed, like non-negotiable, you have to have chapstick and, oh, a 10-foot phone charger. So I bought both of those on Amazon and put them in the bag as well. I also would really like some compression socks, so I need to order those on Amazon. I had some, but I can't find them. I don't know where they went. This would have been really nice. But I also just really like fuzzy socks. Like, I'm the type of person, like, I have to wear socks all the time. I can't sleep if I'm not wearing socks. Some people can't sleep with socks on. I can't sleep with them off. So I did already pack a couple of those things. And then in regards to the things that you're going to say, like, oh, I could just grab those on the way out the door. No, you won't. You won't remember. So don't do that. I got us new toothbrushes and toothpaste because we're probably going to forget those. And honestly, I don't want to bring stuff back and forth from the hospital. I'd rather just use them in the hospital and throw them away there and then have our toothbrushes here when we get back. Just to have as little going back and forth as possible. And then lotion. I did pack a new bottle of lotion because the air in the hospital is just so dry. I'm already prone to really dry skin as is. They're going to have stuff in there for the baby, but like I need a good thick lotion for this body because the skin like drinks up lotion. I usually have to put on body lotion at least once or twice a day, especially like with facial moisturizer. Even my skin, like right now, it looks really crepey. It's clearly transitioning from winter to spring. Like, I am just dry as a bone over here. Not to mention this baby girl inside of me who is drinking up all of my pretties. Like, I have nothing left. I am hollow shell of the woman that I used to be, and I'm so freaking out of breath just from talking right now. But you're probably going to see a lot of other videos on YouTube about packing your hospital bag that are going to have literally 10 times as much stuff as I had. They have boppy pillows. They have like nursing supplies. I did pack like nursing pads to go in my bra for when I leave in case I leak. But honestly, my milk didn't come in for like a day or 2 after. So I don't think that's something that I'm necessarily going to have to worry about. But I'm truly not bringing anything else. Like, and I'm going to be fine. Like, I had nothing last time. Nothing. Like, literally had a pair of socks and a camera, and I was like, oh God, what am I going to do? And I survived. I was fine. The hospital gave me absolutely everything that I was lacking, and I was super comfortable and happy the entire time. So if I can do it, I feel like you can do it. But that isn't to say that you shouldn't pack your comforts. If there's anything that you're just like, I would feel better if I had this, then pack it. 100% pack it. Whatever makes you happy. Labor is already hard enough. You don't have to make it harder on yourself by depriving you of the things that make you feel comfortable. Let's take you guys into the master bedroom so I can show you a little bit of behind the scenes about what the baby is going to come home to after we get home from the hospital. All right, this is baby girl's setup. It is the same bassinet that we used last time that I saved. This is where my treadmill used to be. Have that under the bed right now. I'll use it a couple more times probably before baby gets here, but having this stuff out and ready to go is a priority because this was in the attic and it needed to be like steam cleaned and sanitized. So I'm glad I got that done, and I am really glad that I brought all of this stuff in here this time around because last time I didn't. I had it all in her room and it was just Looking back on it, I didn't really like think at the time it was all that much more difficult, but now it's like, if I just had all of this in here, it would have been so much easier. So I need to get a basket to put all my pump parts in right here so I can pump in the middle of the night when I need to, which I shouldn't have to do for a little while, but you know, no rush on that. But I have her wipe warmer. That's one of those things, like, I know I talk about like minimalist and you don't need all this stuff, but Annie really just did not like a cold wipe, and this was definitely worth the little bit of extra money that we spent on it. So that was essential. And then I have her changing pad right here. It's just like a basic Walmart changing pad. There's no need to splurge on the ones that like weigh them and stuff. I just think that's kind of silly, with a Burt's Bees liner on it that I just got in white because I wanted it to match everything in my room. And that is the one that is ultimately going to go in her room as well. Like, I'm not getting two separate ones, one for my room and one for her room. And then I have her basket right there with all of her newborn diapers, and then size 1s for when she grows out of those. We don't have a very big room, so it is a little bit cramped in here at first when we bring the baby home from the hospital, but it has everything that we need, and the bassinet stays right there next to the bed, which is where I like it, so I think it works.